Good day, good day. It's God Says Ministries, the House of Fire, and I'm Prophetic. So, after yesterday's nonsense with my body, I'm hoping today is not going to do the same thing. So, I ended up at the hospital, as I said yesterday. I was so dizzy, I nearly fell over a couple of times. The day before, you heard me talking about being dizzy, and I'm standing up. And had a real bad dizzy spell yesterday. And then my body was shaking on the inside. And like pins and needles in my arms and what have you. And then all of a sudden the panic attack hit me. So Pastor took me to the hospital where they checked my blood pressure. By that time it was fine. I'd taken a calming pill. And then they checked my blood and found my sugar was on the high side, like a 9.6 or something. And then they found a bacterial blood infection. So maybe that's what's been setting everything off all the time, is the infection in my blood. So I'm on antibiotics, some real coconuts, those ones like that. Anyway, so Pastor had gone to a church like 5 hours away or 3 hours away to preach there, and he said, okay, we were getting up at 5, and we went to bed at like 12:30 after getting back from church this side, and it took me a while to get to sleep because my body was still jumping around and whatever. I thought, oh, please don't start with attacks now, please. And eventually a big storm came along and it started bucketing down with rain, and I sleep with the window open, and I heard small hailstones hitting the window, so I thought I'd better close the window. When I did look, it was pouring in the window, and I thought the door was going to hit me when I was coming open here. And it hasn't stopped raining since about 12:30, 1:45 this morning. Took me another half an hour, 45 minutes to get to sleep. When I woke up, it was like 8:30, and Pastor had gone. I said, why didn't nobody wake me up? I haven't got an alarm clock in my room or anything. I can't hear everybody's keeping quiet as they're walking around. Anyway, it's pouring with rain, yeah. It's pouring with rain, yeah. Everything is sopping wet. Even the chickens are still locked inside, except for one that escapes every now and then. So we have, I don't know why I can't even keep the camera still. It's shaking, my hands are shaking still. So it's been pouring since 12:30 last night, and it hasn't stopped yet. So maybe my altar's getting a good old wash, which it needs, and we can start afresh on Monday with everything there. Check you later. So it's a pretty lazy day. I just had hours or so snooze, and we are waiting for the girls to get back from church because they went in the rain, all three of them, just myself and Christina here. They went in the rain to church, but they had a big bag with them, so they got to change their clothes because they got to get on a border, then a taxi, and a boat, and a border to church. And it was pouring with rain. And when it rains there at the church, that ground is clay because they've dug it down to get it the level they want for the church, and they dug into the clay. And when you walk there with your shoes, they pick up about a kilo each of clay sticking to the bottom of your shoes and the side of your shoes. So you end up with like your shoes weighing like 3 times the amount they should weigh. Anyway, so they've gone to church. They'll be back later on, pastor's got to take them back to school, or three of them are in different schools. So he's got to take them back to school. So one thing I didn't mention when I was about the hospital, when I went in first into the first room, they pulled out a scale to weigh me. So I thought, okay, this is interesting. So I know I weigh around about 122 to 125 kilograms. But when I stood on the scale, I looked down and it was 110 kilograms. So I've lost at least a minimum of 10 kilograms in the last 37 days I've been in Uganda. Which is good, but that's quite quick, actually. Well, that's a whole new diet, different diet I'm eating here. And a lot of fruit and bits and pieces. So if it keeps going off, that's good. And we'll check what's going on later. Well, it's almost like the devil doesn't want me to finish the prayer garden and prayer altar, because I don't feel so good. My whole body's shaky inside. I suppose it could be part and parcel of the antibiotic that's in me and the infection. But it's almost like he really doesn't want me to finish this prayer garden. And prophesy over it. Anoint it and prophesy over it. Because I really don't feel so good. But God, I will push through. I will push through. God bless you. May His favor drift from every part of you. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen.